Alright, here's the thing. I keep on finding things I didn't know I had. And I still am rationing a lot of sealed product. But after hitting shard number 1, we got to try for shard number 2. Put it in the shard mag instead of the Gorganian Tome mat this time, just because we're manifesting it. We're gonna talk like we're a bunch of wooks. We're gonna manifest another shard coming into existence. I think this is gonna be one of the last Crucible War box openings though I do for quite a while, unless I manage to get my hands on some more first set, because I want to keep at least. I still have another six or 7 cases left to go, I think, and I think I'd like to keep those handy dandy, you know, just because it's. I mean, it could be a someday just open and have fun type thing, but yeah. So this is right here, Crucible War, the very first OG supplemental set, and this is the first set in Flesh and Blood that confused the hell out of me, because it was the only supplemental set in existence at the time when I first started playing the game. I couldn't find it ever, so that was never fun. And there was no tokens, no nothing. I was just like, what is this? I didn't know what the concept of core to supplemental sets were, because I had never played any games for the most part prior to this except for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm actually going to separate the heroes and equipment off to the side. So, and in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's definitely kind of like supplemental sets, but everything's mostly core now. Alright, so we got another foil right there. Our first foil was a common. And we got plenty of high-speed impact. So, lots of little things we're already seeing. We're seeing Kasai, which is... Ooh, foil rattle. Oh, that's a good card right there. That's a nice hit right there. So I've actually been testing out a few new heroes lately, just because of why not? Can't restrict yourself to one thing. And OTK Viscerai is an interesting thing. Rattlebones is a very, very good card in it. And I think that the whole Viscerai Looming Doom combo, gigantic blow thing up thing might actually be a thing soon. Arc Smash, good majestic hit, especially with there's still mechanologists in the meta, and we got a lot of new brute stuff with heavy hitters, so I think that could be a decent card to want to just have in general. We're still looking for shockwaves in here, so Huron's Flight, get the heck out of here. You know me saying that from the last video. But the Sonata Galaxia, allowing you to play Looming Doom into your zone into your arena, into your side of the arena for free is cool. And I forgot I'm going to be removing the weapons as well. And then Looming Doom gets Go Again, but by that point you're probably not going to be using the Go Again. You're just going to be putting something down that will just be doing a lot of stuff. Soul Beast Strikes, good card. Reinforce the Line just got reprinted, so it might not be $1 rare anymore soon. That was definitely a good reprint that was needed. I was really shocked though that in heavy hitters we were not getting a reprint of Cash in it at all. Got a Plasma Purifier here, that's a good hit. Tower and Titan, never playable. Costs way too much. Imagine playing a buff card that says, we're going to buff your next attack by up to 10, but you have to pay 9 for it. Foil Rune Chance, those are always fun to pull. And more Moss, guys. I'm just really, at this moment, though, looking to personally mess around with things and see what happens, because I've definitely perfected down my Azuri builds, but there's always room to play other things. Someone I know in one of the Discords was yesterday mentioning, though, that Push Forward is a card that they're using really a lot with with the new Kasai, to give their attacks dominate. Especially considering that there's not a lot of cards that give dominate that. Besides that, in Iron Song Determination, we got another Rattlebones too. While I'm just yapping away. But what was the card? push forward. Push forward. Push forward is really good to start getting copper and gold generation. But a lot of people are speculating that the new Kasai really should be focusing like the old one. Except you don't have that text of just if you've attacked 2 or more times, create a copper for each weapon that hit. Just basically pretend that didn't exist and put more copper creation in and still use blood on their hands. I saw that being played and it was probably far more efficient than any other Kasai I've seen play yet so far. Can't throw the Moss, guys. Those are good cards. Mavorian Skies is a really, really good card, actually. And we got a foil one now. That's cool. Those foils are like $5, huh? Or something like that, from what I remember. So that's a nice thing. Salt the Wound's a really good card. Although it's just a common, so nothing to gawk at. So heavy hitters. I think I'm gonna actually end up buying more boxes than I originally anticipated on, just because the set's not only looking so good, but the Marvels are super, super fire. We got Metacarpus Note here too, and another Mandible Claw. So we're up to 5 Majestics and a foil. So there's probably only one more hit in the box left. I think that's generally the ratio, is where you get 6 per box. Oh, this was another thing about this set that confused me at first, was how all the heroes in it were not tokens. They were just, and the weapons too. I'm not sure how happy I am though to see Mandible Claw get reprinted as a token, because I kind of wish that card didn't exist in the first place. I'm just kidding. I actually am looking heavily into playing the new KO, so that's a lie. Alright. Consume Volition. And then we got, hey, speaking of which, we got the OG KO right here, the Berserker Runt. I'm actually slightly disappointed that the new KO doesn't have anything to do with dice rolling mechanics for the most part. I'm also kind of weirded out that they made it green. Hey, a foil red reinforced line. I'm going to set that one to the side. That's probably a few dollars. We got to really reinforce the line. So I just loved playing KO and Blitz and just being like, here, I'm just going to roll and you're just going to stare in fear. Because that's really all you can do. Choke Slam. Massacre is a good card. And seeing the stats of that card go up. That's for sure. Alrighty. We got Foil Sleep. Oops. Well, nothing good in that pack. So I'm just flustering around. Foil Sleep Dart, though. That card's definitely playable. Crucible War. I don't know why I even like this set so much. It's one of my favorites, though, and that's for sure. Maybe because it's got Talishar, the inspiration for the online client that we all love to play. Alright, here we go. We're going to pull the shard. Shard on shard. That's what Sam was saying a while ago. Shard on shard. Hey, full KO. That's still a decent hit. I know it's not worth money, but I'm going to set it aside because I just like foil heroes. Alright, box number 2 time. But if I do happen to pull any of the Marvels, I think that I will be selling any and all of them except for the KO ones. Just because of how it's personally iconic to me. I've definitely, on the collector side, decided to not care about collecting as much unless the card actually has relevance to my gameplay per se. So, that's definitely a thing. I mean, I would like a Marvel of this KO, honestly, instead of the Green Man, as people are calling him online. But beggars can't be choosers, right? And our first one is an Out for Blood foil, Dauntless and Towering Titan. Plus 10 to your next attack. You know what that card just spells to me? Block 3. Hey, an Ira, a foil Ira right there. I'm going to set that in the interesting pile. Shards on shards. We want to see them shards. We got a foil mandible claw. So funny thing is, in this set right here, if you ever get a foil equipment of some sort, that means that would have been the... I'm 90% sure that means that would have been the equipment for the last box. So I'm going to check to see if there was any foil equipment in the first box. So hypothetically, if this was a first edition box prior, the other one would have been a cold foil list box set by that interpretation. I have no proof for it, but I don't think I've ever seen more than one rainbow foil equipment in a box ever. So that's my rationality behind that. Towering Titan, and we got... Wonder if we're ever gonna see an adult version of him, just like we saw KO get rebooted. That would be interesting. And then Overblast. Get out of here. Get out of here, here on flight. I don't want to see more of you. Wait, what does this do again? Kringan for the last attack this combat chain. When you attack with Huron's Flight, it gains +2 and choose one. Can't be defended by attack action cards or non-attack action cards. It really doesn't seem good at all. No wonder why it's only a couple quarters. Zephyr Needle. Interesting card. I wouldn't say good card, but interesting card. That's for sure. Alrighty. Rustin River. And a Moth Skies. And then we got a Courage of Bladehold hiding in the back right there. That's a nice hit. I think last I checked, those were like $20, $25 or something like that. I might be thinking of the foil though, but unfortunately though, I made a mistake. I recorded it on stream. Cashion's good. Yeah, I should say this side. I recorded it on stream, the whole escapade where I opened this bad girl right here. And I also, when I opened this one right here. But the problem is, though, I did it with the screen recorder, and I didn't do, and so I don't have any sound attached to the video, so I may or may not upload that. It was, I showed you guys in a short what happened. I got some good stuff. You saw it again right now. And that probably is all that needs to be done. Consuming Volition, Poison Tips, and Pitfall Trap. I actually saw someone recently experimenting with Poison Tips. With Azalea with Dominate, it's actually not that bad, especially considering that you can use Bolton Shot to give your cards reload and go. And if you buff it at all, it gets go again. Then it's got some application, actually. I think it might be a sleeper card, and I'm just not thinking about it. But the fact, though, that it just doesn't buff is kind of makes it have feel bad to it, though, too. Alright, where's my shard at? Shards. On shards. We need to see them shards. Only a high speed impact. And a Beast Within, though. That's a good card. That's a good hit. Centauri Saber, too. I always prefer to play with cards, if I can, using the non-token version. I don't like tokens as much. Just a little pet peeve of mine, though. Alrighty. And we got Springboard, Somersault, Tripwire Trap, and Benji. Little prick. Just constantly attacking you and you can't block it. So with my I'm going to a pre-release day. Oh, Remorseless, great card. This is why I like opening Crucible War. Let's see what the hits are. We got hit, good hit, good hit. I would say Metacarp is a hit. Railbones hit. That's, yeah, a hit. Arc Smash maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not going to even bother checking up the value of it. I'm not really all that concerned about it. But it's not like you're getting insane value out of this set. But you're also, the misses are very few and far between, it feels like. And Blessed Serenity we got right here. Foil. And a Cream Dance. And I don't see a lot of these cards getting power crept out of the game either, too. Like, Remorseless, like, oh yeah, we hit you. Everything the next turn costs you a life to do. Beast Within, just get free cards for life. Courage. People are arguing that the new card, Grains of Blood Spill, I think it is a little bit better, but it's all dependent upon what type of situation you're trying to do. If you're trying to make a Blood on Her Hands build for Kasai, the Grain's not better. This right here just says, oh yeah, I can attack 4 times in a turn and it costs 0 to do it. Versus the other one where you're just recycling resources into bigger tokens, which is future resources. Massacre is great. I don't see this card getting changed. Like, there's no way to... Like, it's just going to be a generically good card. You'll never replace Metacarp's Note, in my opinion, especially for Kano. Cards, it's great. Railbones, yeah. Plasma Purifier, pop for the whole pistol package. Like, where are they going to get better? Power creep is not really a huge thing in Flesh and Blood, as people think it is. No, it's just, I guess, by my logic earlier, this would have been a double cold foil box. So, I might be wrong on that. I don't think I've ever seen 2 rainbow foil equipment in the same box before. Until just now. Soul Bead, Reinforced Alignment, and Moth Stress, guys. Alrighty. Where is our foil Majestic at least? Hey, there we go. Twinning Blade. That's a good one. That's a nice one right there. I know that's definitely got to be a few dollars. You know what we'd like to see, though? A Shard. Or a Gartome. And we got a second one? Oh my Jesus, what is this box? We got a second foil Majestic in here? That's cool. I'll take that. Yeah, nice. That made me happy. All right. And we got a foil Benji afterwards. That's cool. Oh man, whoa. Is the Shard coming up next? Or Shiana? Shiana? Yeah, speaking of Shiana though too, she is, the more specializations that get printed, the crazier she gets over time. Mango's a cool, okay, so I actually gotta look at this card real fast. If he deals 4 or more damage to a hero, destroy a target equipment they control with a -1 counter on it. Maybe for Bravo. I don't think for Victor. Victor is abusive. That's what he is. I've been looking at build for him. A buddy of mine was just like, just try this deck. If you're doing so good on Azuri, just try a better deck. Okay. Now I feel like I'm bullying people. That's what that turned into. And now I feel like I'm just mixing cards up for no reason. Alright, so we're actually just going to solve that problem by putting all the rares in a box. Alrighty, let's go into more openings. And get this box open. There we go. Struggle Fest. That was... I'm not saying these boxes are busted or anything like that, but that was just a cool box to see, though. I'm happy to see 2 foil Majestics in the same box. I have a thing where I like collecting foil Majestics in general because they're very, very rare. You don't see them. You see 1 per box normally, so it's me just speculating in the future, I guess, or maybe me just being a collector of my own sorts and liking to collect them. So, yeah. Alrighty, where are you hanging out? We got full copper though. That's Spoils Work, super good card. Every warrior needs it. Foil Tripwire Trap. This would be worth something if it wasn't for the reprint and an Arc Smash again. Got the cool cards over there still. Torrent of Tempo. Tower and Titan again, and the other side of a Zephyrnito. Interesting. See if pack from the other pile this time. See if we can ever... And Alpha Blood and another cash-in, though. Put that with other neat stuff. Cash-in people want. I remember when the whole Kasai got announced. and this whole gold mechanic for the second unknown. People are buying cash-ins left and right online. Foil Coax a Commotion. Not sure if that's a good hit or not, but I love the card. It's super fun. I remember a while ago, someone bought all those out of me, and those... I mean, you can buy my cards off me. Alrighty, that was a Kadachi. And we have Push Forward. Dread Triptych. Good card. When you attack with it, if you have played a non-attack and create a rune chant, or when you attack with it, if you've dealt damage, create a rune chant, and if it hits, create another rune chant. Just create rune chants. It doesn't work good with the OTK Viserai build, but every other Viserai build, it's pretty good in, I think. I'm trying to think how you'd probably need to give something go again or deal. Ooh, dude, what the heck? Second box of this. 2 foil Majestics in the same box. Yeah, that's fun. That's great. I wish those certain cards, like, I'd like to see Plasma Purifier in cold foil. That's one thing I would like to see at some point. It's been a long time since I've seen the 20 Blade Extended Arc cold foil. So, but yeah. Go back to talking shit about other things. Aetherize. Maybe someday. Maybe someday it might be some value. I don't know. I don't know about that one. And we got a Flying Kick, Mandible Claw, and a Towering Titan. And my claw wants to fly around. Alrighty. Predatory Assault, Crane Dance, and another Claw. Claw on our way to victory. Actually, speaking of Crucible of War 2 and everything, I recently hit the jackpot. I bought a collection off someone online, and it came to my house. It was just... I've been buying bulk foils en masse just because I like foils. And Technical Lawson's Workshop. Good foreshadowing in the game. This person left me so many crew foils, it was insane. But beyond that, though, they actually left me a ton of crew first set foils. I was very happy about that. We are in a Zensate, thanks to all these nice hits. Look at this. We got 5 foil Majestics in 3 boxes right now. We got some cool cards, too, over here. Nothing too insane. I'm not sure if this is worth opening, but it was worth it for the excitement and joy, I think. That's another thing, too. It's like everyone has their own vices in life. I'd actually rather do this any day of the week. Mob Sky's foil. I'm actually going to dig out the other Mob Skies. Feign Death is interesting. Everyone has their vices in life, and I'd much rather do this than go to the bar. That's my point in my life. Although, sometimes I want to do that, too. Get the yellow Mob Skies out there. And let's see if there's any more Mob Skies. Those are good cards, just remember. I'm going to put the tokens aside too. Just so they're cool. If I ever want to play Viserai someday, I need to like have 30 foil rune chant tokens. This is my starting point. Yeah, if I do play this, I do have to have all the rune chant tokens foil on the table. I'm not going to be completely degen and get cold foil ones because I'm not that ritzy, but yeah. All right, we are back at Tech Levashin's workshop, and nothing. So we got 4 packs left of this box, and then we got 24 of another one to get our shard, and we found a Sleep Dart. KO's over there though. Alright, meet and greet foil. Mobbies. 2 left to go. Let's see what happens. Plasma Barrel Shot. That's going to go into the pile of fun stuff. Find Center. I need to read this card for 2 seconds. Crane Dance's last attack on this combat chain. Find a center can't be defended by cards with less cost than the number of chain links you control. And it gains if this hits create a Zensei token. We just saw the Zensei token 2 seconds ago. Let's see what it does. Zensei enters the arena with 1 balance counter. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Zensei unless you remove a balance counter from it. Whenever your hero would be dealt damage, prevent 1 damage from that source. Well, that can definitely do a lot against a lot of things, but that's a lot of work to get there. I should make a Katsu meme deck just for the heck of it, based upon these combos. Forbidding Bolt and Plasma Barrel Shot. Alright, last box, last chance to get a shard or Shiana. Be happy enough with the Shiana. I mean, I'll take another tunic, because you can never have enough tunics. I have a lot of tunics now. Alright. And we're in a final box. Let's see what we can do. Another foil Zensei. I guess it's not a meme anymore. We need to make something. Flood of Force. Rushing River was, or Flood of Force, this card, was the last attack on the combat chain. When you attack with a real top area of your deck, if it's a card with combo, put it in your hand, then Flood of Force gains +3 and go again. Excuse me. I just remember why these cards aren't playable. Gonna make a deck with basically all combo in order for that to work. We got a Pathing Helix. Make some Reinforced Lines. Alrighty, and we are at Hidden Runtime. Promise of Plenty and Mauve Skies. Got a foil Reaping Blade in this box, so that would have been our hit. Red Liner, and a High Speed Impact. Come on, this needs to be a double full foil box, alright? Something crazy. Well, double fake full foil box. Got Towering Titan, and the Edge of Autumn. We are not happy with Titans. Get out of here, Amy Yeager. Combustible Courier, and we got a, I don't know if I did that to the card, but that's a cash-in that I'll be playing with. An Absorption Dome. I'm trying to think if Absorption Dome with the new dash build would be good at all, but no, I don't think so. That's why I was just reading it, not reading the card out loud for once. Alright, we need to go to increase the tension. Next, +1, no defense reaction is going to be played with a chain link. What does Rushing River do? Torn to Tempo as last attack. Combat chain, Rushing River gains +1. Go again, and if it hits, draw X cards and put X on from your hand on top of your deck in any order where X is the number attacks it. Okay. Okay, I can see how the combo works now. You do Torn to Tempo hits, you Razor to make it hit, then you, Foil Plasma Purifier again, that's cool. And then you use Rushing River to opt your deck to rig what Flood of Force is going to do, and Flood of Force. I don't know. That's sounds like Magic Christmas Land when it comes to card combos. And we have Copper. And we have another cash in. Alright, so if I don't get this done, I don't get my shard. I'm not going to be opening more soon. But I will at some point. I'll have to use this shard playmat to manifest it every time. Biting Thorns. We are almost done with the first half of this box, and we will see what goes on afterwards. Alright, Rock Slide. 10 cases of heavy hitters. That's what I think I'm going to end up buying. I have too much faith in... Hey, a foil Gambler's Gloves. That's a nice card right there. That's a... Might not be as playable as it used to be now that we have the Apex Bone Breaker for Brutes. But some people are still going to want to have that assurance instead of the 3-block that a Gambler's Gloves... I mean, a turn when you need to use Gambler's Gloves exists and you don't just get screwed. So, what are we looking at right now? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7 foil Majestics. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, you used to get 2 foil Majestics per box in Crew all the time. It was the ones that were the oddball ones that when you only got one of them per box. All right, so that makes a little more sense when thinking about that from that perspective. Rune Bullet Barrier actually might have application with some of these Viscerai builds because how you use Rune Bullet Barrier just straight up to create 4 rune chance. And you block the turn out afterwards. Twinning Blade, cool. And if you block out the next turn, if you block out that turn, then you just have a bunch of rune chance. Soul Beat Strike. Alright, we're down to 4 packs right now. Can we do it? Can we find the shard? Can we hear me screaming and swearing into the camera again? Got Salt the Wound foil. That's not a bad foil at all. I'll put that over with interesting stuff. Gaze the Ages. That's a good card. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I was looking at the Salt the Wound. That's a great card. Only set this card has ever been printed in. They didn't reprint in the history pack for some reason. So, good card. And we got foil Mandible Claw, Crane Dance, and Kodachi. 2 more packs to go. Let's see what we can do. We have Brutal Assault. No, nothing. Alright, last pack magic. Is it a thing? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. That's where I mean, there's no pack trick with these. Volition, Bolt, Having Helix, Meet and Greet, Hit and Run, Push Forward, Swing First, Fist, Think Later. I always thought that card says Swing First, Think Later. And we have Hit and Run. We have a Tripwire Trap and a Rusting River. Alright, that's it for the case, unfortunately. We did not get the shard this time. Can't have them out every time, though. I have huge winners. I think still, like, we got some pretty solid hits, though. Gambler's Gloves, 2 Purifiers. Skullhorn, I think, is a good one. Twin Blade and Rattlebones, I know are good ones. So, and then we got some definitely good hits over here. We just put the ones that are not hits over to the side. Okay, I'm now getting a lot of not good hits. Yeah. So this right here is all the cards that I think that are pretty decently good hits in the set right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Call them an average of $5 each. It's like $80 right there. 100. What was I just gonna say? About 150 bucks back. I think I paid 50. No, I think I paid like $60 a box for this a while back. I know that's not MSRP or anything like that. So I got a deal on the box. I think I was clearing out a shop or something like that and got some cheap deals. But it was worth opening. It was a lot of fun time. Good half an hour of my life. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. You have a good night, and I will see you in Hartford if you are going to be there.